All right, here we are at 5870 Eddington Drive in Swanee, Georgia, 30024. This is Caleb Crown Ridge Roofing and Restoration. I'm making this video because I've sent in what was requested to fill out a left elevation. Downspout damage. I have some gutter damage up here. But what I'm filming this for is because we were sent request to fill out claims experience link, upload photos. And what we've been told is the original adjuster on this claim, Joshua Owens, he has not even been in the file or looked at any of the documentation that we have sent in pertaining this claim. Basically, we're having to have other adjusters take a look at this claim. There's a dent from damage to the inside of the gutter. Here we are on the left elevation of the home. But what we're filming this for is after all the photos were been sent in, adjusters that aren't even assigned to this claim have been sending it up. Lady by the name of ASA had sent this roof up to her supervisor for a full approval. It was denied and told us that the same photos that were sent in were the same photos that were from the original inspection, and that's not the case. And I'm going to show you why. Here's the rear elevation, right elevation. But I'm going to show you why the photos are not the same. And all of the photos that I send in, I will be the first to point out wear and tear, and you're going to see that when we get up here. But I marked out wear and tear, and then I also marked out damage to the property from hail. And it was told to me, not told to the homeowner until we called to find out. Impact. This was previously marked. But it was told to the homeowner that everything we were showing, including what we were calling hail, was not in fact hail. It was wear and tear. Granted, some of these are wind damage, these teeth, impacts. But let's take a clear look at this. Damage all the way across. Damage all the way across. Damage all the way across. And this is what would be called, I don't know what these are. These teeth are blown up, but I would assume you'd call it wind damage. Hail impact, granules pressed into the matting. And what I'm gonna do in this video, granules pressed into the matting, clear wear and tear. These are the things that I marked wear and tear in the inspection. Granules pressed into the matting, clear damage. Granules pressed into the matting, clear damage. These are the, certain things here, mechanical damage, granules pressed into the matting. Great example. Here's what we're gonna do. This shingle's already pulled. Clear granules pressed into the matting. What I'm gonna do is pick this shingle up, and if it's wear and tear like this, you're not gonna have anything on the back besides a tar strip. When you have damage like this, you're left with a result of that. That is not wear and tear. That has fractured the fiberglass within the shingle. It has bruised the matting. You got wind damage that's pulled in two different tabs. Another great example, hail impact, whole half moon. Granted, when we pull this shingle up, I promise you that you are going to have matting damage. That's not wear and tear. Metals, all banged up. We'll look at different elevations. This would be a left elevation. You can see impact here, impact over there, impact here. There's multiple. There's impacts all over these slopes. Okay, this slope doesn't show as much wear and tear, but I'll point it out, right? There's some wear and tear going on here, but overall the roof is in good condition. But here we go, granules pressed into the matting, soft to the touch. I can promise you that when this shingle gets pulled up, and it's unfortunate that I'm having to do this to, show evidence of damage, but we will get this taken care of. But I promise you that when this shingle gets lifted, you're going to have fractured fiberglass and all other kind of, you know, damage to the back, bruising, everything. There you go. It's not, everything that we're looking at is not wear and tear. There is damage that's been done to this roof. We've had a 2.5-inch hailstorm that impacted this property. There's zero wear and tear to these hips, maybe other than right there. This is not wear and tear. There's another one. This is not wear and tear. None of this stuff is wear and tear. Here we are on the right elevation. We'll look at all of them. Right elevation, wear and tear. This is perfect. It's on the same shingle, so we can show a perfect example. Wear and tear, hail impact. You can tell that the wear and tear does not affect the bottom side of the shingle, because here's the wear and tear. We'll show it right now. No damage to the bottom. But where's the hail impact? Right there. Clear damage to the bottom of the shingle. I'm not sure where all of the wear and tear stuff is coming from, and the wear and tear arguments. The photos that I sent were very clear. We'll move on. All these hips, damage on them, prior repair here, right? We'll continue down and we'll look at this whole roof. I was also asked to submit documentation on where my test squares were taken. Damage over here. You can also see spattering through the camera. Hip damage. Ridge damage. I'm sorry, both of these are ridge. All right. Zoom in over here. We'll go over here in a second. I can understand why the inspector, you know, might have possibly missed some of this stuff, because when I'm zoomed in on camera, you can't really see. But wait until we walk up closer. Show you some on the front. Clear impact. Another clear impact. What we'll do is, okay, perfect. This shingle has wear and tear here. Okay, this is wear and tear. This is hail impact. And I'll prove it, because the same result from the last, it looks like there's something else right there. We'll see what's going on under here when we get this up. Wear and tear, no damage. Hail impact. Hail impact's here. Your bruised matting is right there. There's a dimple. You can see it. I'll make it where you can see it. There you go. There's your dimple. There's your hail impact. There's another one. There you go. That hail impact was invisible to me, just about. But there's your dimple right there. More. Some of these were obviously couldn't see on camera. Hail impact, ridge, hail impact to the ridge, hail impact to the ridge. Here we are on the right elevation. This slope looks okay in terms of wear and tear. You come through here, you see a little bit of wear and tear, but I promise you that this right here with the granules mashed into the matting, and it looks like it's been impacted, it's not wear and tear. Everything that was submitted, this one's on a dragon's tooth, or that's what I call them. Let's see if this one goes all the way through. You can still, here's the hail impact. You can still feel it. There's the hail impact. You can see it on camera. You can feel it on the top and the bottom. Wear and tear does not do that. Front elevation, was this the one that I showed? Yes, it was. Okay, perfect. Clearly see it. Damage. There we go. Mark this one out because obviously this has been flapping in the wind like this. Hail impact. Granules pressed into the matting. Flip it over. There you go. Let's see. Hail impact, front slope, front elevation here. Pull this up. Damage pressed into the matting. And so you could go on and on. You've got hail impacts all over this whole entire roof. We'll go down here and look at a different section. But you've got hail impacts on this whole entire roof, and we're quick to call everything wear and tear. We even asked for a secondary inspection. It was denied because everything was wear and tear. That's not wear and tear. That's impacted our whole shingle all the way to the bottom. there's cracks in there and fractured fiberglass. You've got an area for water protrusion. And now, after we've told the homeowner that he doesn't have anything wrong with his roof, we're left with, you know, a house that's going to potentially leak in the future because there are micro holes in his roof. Hail impacts straight down to the downspout. But here's another elevation. We're on a right elevation. I marked up plenty of wear and tear to show the difference here. All right. A little bit of wear and tear going on here, but nothing that looks like this. This was called wear and tear on photos that I sent in. And I guarantee you the same result from removing this shingle is going to be had flip it all the way up just for the example. Hail impact. There you go. Granted, I'm taking fault for pulling these shingles back and showing what needs to be showed. These are hail impacts. There is mechanical. I pointed all of this out. Mechanical or wear and tear, whatever you want to call it, right? But a lot of this stuff, granules pressed into the matting. Clearly you can see shade in it because where it's been impacted. This isn't just one shingle that's got damage to the bottom side. I've pulled up what? 7, 8 to this point. We're going to do the same here. Hail impact. Sun's getting it. Clearly visible right there. Hail impact. Boom, hail impact, half moon. Hail impact. Hail impact. I don't feel the need to keep pulling these up. I think that I've already showed sufficient evidence that whatever is being called State Farm, or whatever's being called wear and tear by State Farm, is not wear and tear. This is wear and tear, okay? This is wear and tear. All of this stuff was marked in my original photos that were sent in. But what's not wear and tear? Stuff like this. It's not wear and tear. It's just not. Fiberglass exposed. Another shingle that was creased. But this stuff is not wear and tear. We can continue. Damage to your gutters. I'm positive that you're going to have damage to the insides of these. Let's chalk it. Damage. Now, Mr. Tom here has been a State Farm customer for quite some time. There's clear discrepancies here of what is and what's not, right? We're not accurately showing what's wrong with this roof. And I'm in hopes that this video that I've just provided is going to be spatter all over the back of the eaves. I'm in hopes that this video that was just provided, can you see it? It's right there. There you go. I'm in hopes that this video that was provided is going to show the adjusters what I've been trying to show them the entire time, but it's all getting pushed off as wear and tear, which is just quite not true. That's your chimney cap, right? But if we're having hail on everything else, it would just make sense for it to not be on the roof. No, that doesn't make any sense. You've got the damage here, but you've also got wear and tear. And I just want to show an example real quick. This is perfect. This shingle right here, clear wear and tear, right? Let's pick this one up. Are there any imperfections to the back of it on the matting? No, because wear and tear is only going to affect the top sides of the shingles. It's not going to affect the bottom sides. I've been showing hail all over this whole entire roof on multiple facets. I called out the facets that I was on, or the slopes that I was on. We have to do better here. Tom's left here with this beautiful home, 2.5-inch storm date on June the 27th of 2025. And he's being told that he's got some gutter damage, but everything on the roof is wear and tear. And that's just quite not the case. So this video is going to get posted to YouTube. It's going to get sent to State Farm or Fire Claims email. It's going to have Tom's claim number. This needs to be addressed. Mr. Tom's local agent said that we needed to escalate this to the insurance commissioner. They're not going to do anything. We need to do what's right for the homeowner based on the evidence and factual data that's been showed here. Weather reports, top sides of the shingle, bottom sides of the shingle, all of the collateral damage. This isn't the only roof that's getting paid for in this neighborhood. There are multiple homes getting replaced in this neighborhood, and Tom is excluded. You know what I mean? He's got no damage on his house, but everybody else does. Doesn't make sense. Let's do better. This video will be posted this afternoon and be sent in this afternoon. And I would expect that next week that this video would get reviewed and be looked into further, because just a quick, all of this is wear and tear and it's off your desk, that's not sufficient customer service for the homeowner. We're supposed to be working in good faith here, and clearly I've showed a lot of evidence that shows otherwise. So let's get this thing straightened out. I'll talk to you later.